Now let's talk about religion in Albania. Religion plays a significant role in the cultural and social fabric of the country. Albania is known for its religious diversity and tolerance. Historically, Albania has been influenced by various religious traditions. The majority of the population in Albania identifies as Muslim, specifically Sunni Muslims. However, it's important to note that religion in Albania is often practiced in a more moderate and secular manner. St. Paul's Cathedral is a cathedral in Tirana, Albania. It belongs to the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Tirana. The stained glass window to the left of the front door features Pope John Paul II and Mother Teresa. Also, a statue of Mother Teresa can be found at the entrance of the cathedral. It is a modern-looking building and does not resemble a traditional church. When Pope John Paul II visited Albania in 1993, he laid the cornerstone for the church. It was inaugurated on the 26th of January 2002. The cathedral is built using a combined triangle and circle shape, representing the Trinity and God's eternity respectively, and features a relatively plain interior. At the back is a baptismal font with a paschal candle. A statue of the Apostle Paul is set on the top of the building. Alongside Islam, there are also significant Christian communities in Albania. The country has a substantial number of Albanian Orthodox Christians, as well as Roman Catholics. The Albanian Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church have a long history in the country and have contributed to its cultural heritage. What sets Albania apart is its unique approach to religion. After years of communist rule, which enforced atheism and limited religious practices, Albania emerged as a secular state. Today, the country upholds a principle of religious freedom and promotes religious coexistence. The Resurrection Cathedral is an Albanian Orthodox Church, situated in the center of Tirana, Albania. It is considered among the largest Eastern Orthodox churches in the Balkans. It was officially opened on June 24, 2012, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the revival of the Albanian Orthodox Church and the election of Archbishop Anastasios of Albania. The bell tower, designed and sculpted by Archbishop Anastasios, is composed of 4 paschal candles which symbolize the 4 evangelists who proclaimed the resurrection. These join around the central shaft of stairs. The winding staircase leads to 2 open floors with 16 bells. A 4-sided clock sits above the bells. The 2 underground levels below the cathedral church were used to fulfill the church's need for a cultural and conference center. The center has an amphitheater with a capacity for 500 to 850 people, which may be used to host lectures, shows, and concerts. The auxiliary wings and backstage allow this hall to be used as a theater also. On the eastern side of the amphitheater is a small museum, a lecture hall, a surrounding for banquets, and an area for exhibitions and children's To the right of the grand marble staircase, which leads to the church cathedral, there is ample space for a bookstore and a store with church items. Meanwhile, to the left of the stairs are 2 rooms where youth groups and faithful can gather after church services. To the north, in front of the conference and cultural centre, there is a small outdoor amphitheatre for use during summer months. On June 1, 2014, in the presence of a multitude of worshippers, the rite of the Great Consecration and the Divine Liturgy were celebrated. Albania, a small Balkan nation with a rich cultural heritage, has been the subject of both praise and criticism due to its decision to impose a ban on religion. In an unprecedented move, the Albanian government passed legislation in that effectively prohibited the practice of any form of religious worship in the country. This controversial ban has sparked intense debates within and outside the nation's borders, with proponents arguing for the preservation of secularism and critics expressing concerns over religious freedom. Albania has a complex religious history, marked by periods of both tolerance and suppression. The Hajietum Bey Mosque is a mosque in Tirana, Albania. Closed under communist rule, the mosque reopened as a house of worship in 1991 without permission from the authorities. 10,000 people attended and the police did not interfere. Frescoes outside and in the portico depict trees, waterfalls and bridges. Construction was started in 1791 or 1794 by Molla Bey, and it was finished in 1819 or 1821 by his son Haxi Ethan Bey, grandson of Sulejman Pasha. At the time it was built, it was part of complex buildings that composed the historical centre of Tirana. In front of mosque was the old bazaar, In east, the Sulejman Pasha Mosque, which was built on 1614 and destroyed during World War II, and in the northwest, the Karapichi Mosque. Following decades of communist rule, during which religion was harshly repressed, the country underwent a dramatic transformation in the early 1990s. With the fall of communism, Albania embraced democracy and embarked on a journey towards establishing a more open and pluralistic society. As part of this transition, religious freedom was restored, leading to the proliferation of various faiths across the nation.